Well, so many people who've been laid off have begun to realize that they were so miserable where they were. And as they have had more time to be with their families, their friends, to eat, to sleep, to socialize, many people have begun to say, well, what do I really want to do? Where is there a need for me? What have I in my heart dreamed of to do? I had a client in today who said, I've always wanted to do something really, really big, but in my job, I never had time. I was running here, running there, running. And she has had this amazing idea of a new service, which is a new business that will help so many people and probably start a whole new trend of the way we support others. This wouldn't have happened if she hadn't had the time to herself to go into her heart, to really understand herself better, to spend time with herself. So I invite anyone who has been laid off or wondering, this is the time to go inside yourself and say, okay, what is it I really wanted to do? I have another client who was working in high tech, and she had always wanted to be a chef. And so this opportunity of being laid off presented itself, and she went back to chef school, and lo and behold, she got a job at a little French restaurant that's just starting out, where she can make a difference, be creative, and do what she loves. So once you've found what you want to do, take action. And it's really, really important not to watch the news, not to talk to people who go, woe is me, but to come back to the truth and apply the principles in my book, Make Your Dreams Come True Now. If you're having a time when you're feeling negative, to go inside, there are many affirmations in the book, to start retraining your subconscious mind with your affirmations, and to start taking action by using your imagination. What should I do today? Oh, maybe I should go to the library. Maybe I should do this. Maybe I should take a class. Maybe I should call an old friend. It's very, very interesting. Yesterday, as I was doing some work with a colleague, I had the impression to go over to the Chamber of Commerce back here for some reason. So let's go over to Chamber of Commerce. When I went there, the woman said to me, I think I recognize you. And it turned out that someone had written an article about my new book, Just Imagine, and there was an article in the newspaper. So I was able to get several newspapers, and since then, several people have said, oh, congratulations on your new book. I hope you write some more, which gives one a boost and energy to go forward. What happened for me is I realized that to follow your inkling, to follow your hunch, all kinds of things happen. So Florence Shinn wrote in her very interesting books that a young student of hers had been studying a foreign language that was what they call a dead language. It was an ancient language and wasn't spoken anymore. And this language, nobody could she find who was an expert, and she needed to translate a very old text into English. She looked here, she looked there, she looked everywhere, couldn't find anybody. And this happened to be in New York in the 30s. Finally, she decided she was hungry, and she went to the automat, which used to be the automatic. You put your money in and you raise the plastic and you get food. I think we still have those. And she sat down and she was eating because she realized she was starving. And she really was about to give up on translating this book. And then a man sat next to her, well, near her. And they started up a conversation. He says, why do you look so dejected? And she said, well, I have this job to translate this book. It's in an ancient language. Nobody seems to be able to discern how to translate it, and I need to translate it into English. He said, would you mind if I looked at your book? And she said no, and he looked at it and he smiled. He said, I'm the world's authority on that language, and I'll be happy to translate it for you.